What's going on, you guys? My name's Lockie, this is Coast Watch Football, and we are kicking it off with Western United. The Green and Black have announced a huge signing, Daniel Penha, back in the A-League. I absolutely love it. He's an exciting player to watch, just as a neutral. He is such a talented player. Got the highest amount of assists when he was here a couple of years ago for Newcastle Jets, and a really promising signing for Western United. They needed to sign a number 10 after the departure of Alessandro Diamanti. Daniel Penha, what a piece of recruitment. Another big signing here, this one for Macarthur FC. They have recruited French striker Valerie Germain, an interesting signing, experience in Ligue 1. It's an exciting signing for Macarthur. If he stays fit, if he settles in quickly, it could be a really nice piece of business by the Bulls. Another big re-signing this past week as well. We've seen Melbourne Victory re-sign Portuguese centre-back Roderick Miranda for the next 2 seasons. Important re-signing, I think, for Victory, who, especially after going out of the Cup, just heading in, with a little bit of uncertainty to the A-League season in terms of, can they bounce back after a disappointing season last year? Roderick Miranda, very good defender. Some news regarding Western Sydney Wanderers. So many Aussie players have either been linked with Hearts or have made the move to Hearts over there in Scotland, and Callum Nieuwenhof is the latest. Massive loss for Wanderers. We know Western Sydney have already recruited Josh Belante, who could sort of play that defensive midfield role, but Nieuwenhof was one of the best defensive midfielders in the league last year. Huge loss for the Wanderers. Wanderers have also announced some signings of some young players, re-signing Alex Badalado, and Oscar Priestman has also been signed on a scholarship contract at Western Sydney. Heading over to Brisbane Roar now, they have re-signed Nikola Miljuznic for the upcoming season. Interesting one, Miljuznic didn't have the best season last year, was deployed as a striker a little bit for Brisbane. Not his best position for me. Brisbane still need to sign a striker. Central Coast Mariners last week announced the signing of Jing Reese on loan. He has returned to the club to strengthen the striking department. Sydney FC, there's some movement. Nathan Amanatides has joined the Sky Blues from Adelaide United. He was at the Reds Academy and he has joined Sydney FC. You might recognise the name as well. He featured for the Joeys at the Asian Under-17 Cup. Joins the likes of Isaac De Jesus, Mitch Glasson, these young Joey players who've recently featured in that tournament. Well, Adelaide United have re-signed a few players here. Luki Ivanovic, good re-signing. He looked good last year. Luke Dazelle has re-signed the midfielder, and goalkeeper Ethan Cox as well. And lastly, just jumping back to Sydney FC for one more piece of news here. Jake Goodwood-Reich, who made a number of appearances last year, mostly off the bench, has re-signed for the club. Good re-signing. In the appearances that he did make, he looked at home at A-League level, and I think is an important re-signing. So that's all the latest A-League transfer news. My name's Lockie. This is Coast Watch Football, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.